Good morning, traders. Happy Friday and welcome to the showdown. If you guys are brand new, you're in the showdown. We do live trading with your favorite guest, FxBigDog. He'll be joining today's show. So stick around. We're going to use our Pip Hunter Trading Tool, the one and only, to go ahead and implement these trades and show you how we analyze the market using these concepts and then go and implement these trades live. So if you're brand new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and we're going to get started right after this.
Okay. Good morning, Cameron. How are you doing, buddy?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing good. And you?
Very, very good. Very good. I'm actually pretty excited because we're starting to see some movement in the US dollar CAD, starting to blow through that sell side liquidity there. As not only that, also the daily, we've got a daily order block that it's trying to blow through as well, which is pretty solid because if we get on the other side of that order block, then the mid 3400s are coming to play. Hey, traders, good morning and welcome to the show. Good to be here. I've been away for some time and glad to be back. We did have some news out this week. We had some US data that came out positive and negative. We had some Canadian data that came out some positive and negative. So everything pretty much being a wishy-washy sort of news week. The markets, however, are moving specifically in the direction of the trend that we've been monitoring, following, and very excited to go ahead and talk about it because trading opportunities are certainly presenting themselves. Now, traders, if you are interested in learning how to trade and get with a community as well, make sure you check out Traders Network Club, the VIP membership. And just a little heads up, we are switching things up. Yep, we're getting crazy. We are getting crazy. We're switching things up. Our membership levels are changing what we're offering. But if you want to grab whatever we have currently right now and get grandfathered in, then best you go ahead and check out Traders Network Club. Find the membership that suits you. Have a conversation with our support team because we are going to be switching by the end of the month, beginning of next month. We're switching. We've got some new things that we are putting together that is going to be absolutely awesome. All right, so traders, make sure you go ahead and check it out. Also, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with the market this morning. We're going to dive into some trades as Cameron mentioned. And I think, Cameron, I would like to go ahead and jump into the first currency pair of the morning, and that is going to be on the US dollar CAD. I think it's important that we break this chart down here because it is absolutely making some noise. And let's go ahead and take a look, see what's going on here. So this is my thing here. As I go into this pair, we noticed that we had been speaking about this, about the accumulation that had built up here on the daily time frame. We saw price actually sweep the highs and actually get up to resistance. There's that resistance there, that large bit of resistance right there, but it also swept the buy side at the top right here. Now, traders, you got to wonder. You got to wonder to yourself, why does the market do these certain things? And it's very, very simple. Market is always looking to grab liquidity. You got to start thinking like smart money. Think like if you were a retail trader, where would you put your stop losses? All right, those are the things that you got to pay attention to because when the markets do what it does, it's because it's grabbing liquidity, and it's always going to look to grab liquidity. As an example, all right, as an example, if I had to take this right here, and we had to see the market do something like this, and it creates these double tops right here. A lot of people look at this and go, "Oh, double tops. Let's start selling." And we're going to put our stop loss right here above the highs. Now, this is typically where stop losses, retail stop losses, are going to be placed. And so, what do you think the market's going to want to do? The market's going to want to go ahead and grab the liquidity, and that's why a lot of times you see this market goes ahead and manipulates above, grabs the liquidity, and then starts selling back down south. So the reason why it does that is because there's some major liquidity sitting at this level. All right. There's major liquidity sitting at that. We call it buy side. All right. And then because there's major liquidity in this area, price is going to tap into that, grab that liquidity, and then move back down in that direction. So this is the thing. Reason why traders are taking some punishment when the markets are not quite trending strong is because they're not 100% certain where to enter, but also more where to protect themselves from being stopped out. Now, here at Traders Network Club, we use a unique strategy, but we're going to implement. If you're a trader that likes to use stop losses and says, "Hey, big dog, this Pip Hunter is great using a cost average strategy." I would like to use something different and place some stop losses to minimize my risk, or at least to cap my risk, and say that I'm only willing to risk X amount. Well, we're going to be introducing that very, very soon, and we are going to be looking at a bunch of things right here. Hold on a second, yeah. Wow, wow, the market just moved drastically down, and we just got liquidated on all our positions at the moment right now. And it was at 35, 31. Wow, things are going crazy, yeah. And I just realized, son of a mother's.
Mr. Powell.
No, it was the news out here, but I just realized that we closed out much earlier, much earlier. That was 100. We closed out with 800 pips on that trade, but I was targeting more. Son of a gun. I just realized my targets just got hit early. This was my area right here. This is my area right here. And so as we blow through this order block right here, son of a gun. All right, Cameron, I'm going to let you take the first trade right now. I just need to look at something here quickly.
Okay.
Take the first trade, my friend.
All right. Is my screen sharing?
Not yet. It will be.
So you were talking about the US dollar CAD. So I guess I'll go what to the New Zealand CAD then.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're getting a lot of moves here, so it's kind of hard to really indicate what structure's doing. We're just having kind of news driving the market right now. So let's take a look at the daily here on the New Zealand CAD. And first thing we keep in mind, if we actually go to the weekly, here's my weekly order block right here. This bearish order block, price is trading into this area. Um, we have a lot of generated buy side here. If we zoom out, we look at the external. We see price running lower to this external low here. And as we came targeting this external low sell side, we were generating buy side, all resting liquidity up here. So if we expect this to be our external draw and price wants to continue to retrace back up, we can understand that this could be some sort of internal liquidity sitting here. And price swept buy side, continue to move lower. So where is the trend here? Do we just get a rebalance here of price, of this price leg? Price came back into equilibrium here, back into discount. And now we're trading back up, but we never displaced above these highs here. As you can see, we came back here and we swept this buy side and continued lower. What happened? Price rejected off this area that's insufficiency here, and we rejected back higher. So we could possibly see price continue higher, taking out internal highs here on the weekly. Well, you could call it external highs here because we're looking at the weekly. So let's go back to the daily here. We're trading in this order block. We do have some insufficiency down below. I would like to see price run lower. I do like this external drawdown here if we're looking for the external model. So what I would say here on the New Zealand CAD is possibly we're still trading in this bearish weekly order block. I would like to see this weekly order block play its role and reject price to come back down now that we've had a run of stops. So I want to see price run back lower into this area here where we had buyers. Okay, I'd like to see a run of buyers at this area where we also have insufficiency. So we do have a lot of room to the downside. I won't tell if the market wants to continue to push higher until it does, right? We can't predict what the market's going to do. We just take advantage of what the market shows us. So there is an opportunity that the market would want to push high as it's continuing to look for these internal highs. But because we're in a key area where I expect price to reject, we've accumulated buy side liquidity here. I would like to see price reject lower, looking to target some sort of insufficiency and some sort of sell stops down below here. So I'm going to go here with the New Zealand CAD. I'm going to look for the sell opportunity here. And let's look at this price leg that we just had here. I'd like to see a rebalance of this as well, which would take us into this area where we see insufficiency. Okay. So I'm going to be looking for a short term sell here on the New Zealand CAD. My bias for the external is I don't have too much conviction right now as we're looking to sweep some internal liquidity up here. We'll see if we want to continue to move lower. We need to see some sort of market structure shift, and we haven't got that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and take a short-term sell here on the New Zealand CAD.
All right. All right, fantastic. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at. Let's go ahead and shift this over right here, and let me go ahead and look at. Um, sorry, traders. I am extremely frustrated right now. I'm extremely frustrated. And I'll tell you why. I had a target down here. This is where we're actually targeting the moved on the US dollar CAD, and we set it initially for an 800 pip target on this, and I made the changes to actually target more profit on this trade. And I just realized that our positions were fired, and that the new updated targets were not set. And we got out of this position on the initial 800 pip target, and not on the target down here. So I'm a little frustrated at the moment right now, to say the least, because we've been carrying this position for a while. And based on us carrying this position, we've been covering swaps on this. And so we needed to get into this area right here in order to be able to get additional profits. So this frustrates me. It frustrates me to a T. All right, traders, let's just go ahead and pay a little more attention to what's going on here. All right. Let's move on to Aussie Canadian dollar. All right, I'm going to come into the US dollar CAD, and we're probably going to do that last. So I noticed that the Aussie US dollar right here had actually not tapped into. We got if you look over here on my chart, and I go to the 1 hour time frame, you can see here that we have steady base order blocks sitting over here. We have a good steady base order blocks. The market has not tapped into that area yet. We're looking for inducement above that previous high right here in order for a price to continue to move north. I actually expected price to actually tap in over here and drop back down to around about 90.83. This would be a good area to start buying with the stop loss tight based on the steady order block sitting over here. We actually have two steady order blocks. I've got an order a little bit low. If I go ahead and move my order up a little higher there, my risk reward ratio becomes a lot higher. It becomes a 1 to 3 if I'm going to go ahead and chase after the buy side on the top. But this is where the other order block is sitting over here. This is the steady base order block sitting over here, and so I'm looking at this right here, and of course we don't have displacement above this area, and so it'll be important to see if this is just going to be a spike and then a dip back down to tap into this area before price moves back. Now I'm not 100% bought in on this buy. On this move right here. In fact, I'd like to see price moving back down here first before going up. So so it's really not in a place where I want to buy, but it's not in a place where I want to sell either. And if I have to if I have to lean in one direction, then I'm probably going to, and that's not the band I'm speaking about, but I would probably want to go ahead and buy, even if price is going to move back down. So if we can see price moving down, if I was looking to enter with one entry point and place a stop loss tight, then I'd have to wait for price to come and tap into that area before I go ahead and look to buy. At this point right now, we can look at about a 51 pip move to the downside first before it rallies up. Now, if I'm wrong and price doesn't tap in here and we actually see price go back up here, we should have enough to be able to profit all the way up here and get out with that 20 pip profit. So this is going to be a case of I have to wait for price to move down first before entering, or I enter here with a cost averaging, and this way I can still take the move going long. Because if you see here, we've seen break of structure, especially internal break of structure right here. We've seen another internal break of structure right here, and this is where we've got daily or a daily order block. And so I'm expecting price to also at least tap into this area. All right. And if it's going to hold there, then move back down because we do have an external structure a little bit higher up over here. There you can see there's that external high up there. And so this is really for us to tap in here. Now, a lot of, and think about this, right? I just spoke about it earlier on. Why would this be an area of interest right here? And the reason for that is because we've had a shift in the internal structure for price to move down. But if you take take a look right here, all the sellers that are selling on Aussie CAD are currently placing their stop loss orders in this area. So there is a lot of liquidity here. And what the smart money is going to do is going to drive price in here, tap into this order block, and then head back down south as it goes ahead and grabs all this liquidity up here. And it will do that before heading back down south. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to see this as my draw right here. I'm going to go ahead and tell Cameron to go ahead and fire a buy on the Aussie CAD. So, Cameron, if you can go ahead and do that, fire a buy on the Aussie CAD.
Yeah, I thought you were doing the US dollar CAD.
I switched. I switched. The
Okay.
US dollar CAD just frustrated me. I just got frustrated on that one. I am going to do that next, so you don't have to
Okay.
do it. All right, there we go, traders. Trade has been implemented. A buy at 91.57. By the way, if you're following us on our Twitter account, not Twitter account. If you're following us on our Telegram account, you'll be able to pick up all of that information. Look in the description down below. You'll be able to find the Telegram channel. We'll be sending all the trade signals to that Telegram channel as well. Also, make sure, traders, that you are following me at FxBigDog on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as on YouTube as well. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do that. Make sure you're definitely on my Instagram account as we look for trade opportunities there as well and post them in my different social media pages. All right, Cam, what do you know? What is your
All right, I'll
trade?
do the Euro US dollar
All
then.
right, good stuff.
And I like to use the US dollar CAD as my divergence when I'm looking at both of these pairs. So when I
Oh,
look at the US dollar CAD, we swept these equal lows and we're starting to displace through this with all this generate sell side below.
stop telling me that. I know.
So I'm expecting for price and looking at the weekly candle here, we're running through this as well. So we're running through this weekly order block. So that's indicating to me the way we're finishing this week. Today it's the last day of the week. You're finishing pretty strong, running through this sell side here. I would expect for maybe the rest of the day or continuing to next week, we're going to run all this liquidity run year of sell side. So I'm going to go with a sell. Oh wait, well that's on the US dollar CAD. So looking at the Euro US dollar, I like this external range up here that price is targeting. So this is
Mhm.
kind of matching my bias and divergence between these two assets. So I like this continuation here on the Euro US dollar for price to continue to this external draw. What I could anticipate is a retracement, though. We could see something like this where price wants to retrace. Now that we swept this other buy side liquidity range, we could see price retrace to rebalance this price leg. So I'd like to see it move back to discount where we have insufficiency and we also have um, bullish order block. So we could see a run of stops here before price wants to move higher. So these are key areas right here that price could want to retrace to before continuing to this external draw. But I'm going to stick with this. Maybe we don't get this rebalance. We can just see price continue to the upside and then want to rebalance. Either way, I'm pretty bullish. So we're going to take a buy. And if we do see a rebalance before sweeping this external, then we're just going to go ahead and dollar cost average into these ranges here as we see that reversal back up. All right.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. And the next one's going to be, let's take a look over here. It's going to be the New Zealand. You looked at the New Zealand CAD, right? So then I best just go back to the. Are we still in the CAD Swiss at the moment right now?
CAD Swiss, yes, still in the CAD Swiss.
All right, traders, listen here. This is essential right here on the US dollar CAD. We're probably going to see price. The most important thing right here, I want to see that price closes below this order block. You see this big, huge move right here, and that's because it's also. I know we had news that came out as well, but it's also cleared out a lot of stops over here. But I feel like the market's still going to push down here to this area right here. So you entered on the US dollar, Euro US dollar, right, Cam?
Yeah.
Did you buy?
Yeah.
Mm. So we're going to pretty much do the same thing over here with regards to the dollar. We're going to continue to sell the dollar. And therefore, if we see price moving back up here to this area, we probably want to go ahead and start selling off. We do have liquidity that's still down here about, let's see here, 40 pips before we hit that. So Cameron, I think we're going to go ahead and, because if I look at that resistance at 66 pips up, we're going to be able to pick up maybe 2 or 3 positions if it does pull back up to test that area again. But I think we're going to go ahead and put a sell in right now. And, you got one in already.
Yep.
And we've got the 23, 35, 23 right here. Boom. Again, prices going to move down here. I'm pretty frustrated, as you can tell, this morning because of an issue. So let's go ahead and continue to monitor this. We're looking for price to move back down to this area, and then once we get to that area, we may get some pullback as a new opportunity to be able to sell it once again, because we'll be targeting this order block sitting over here down at that 132.50. So 132.50 is still a target to the downside. We'll have to take a look and see how that plays out. All right, traders, let's see. What else have we got here, Cameron?
We do have the CAD Swiss, but we holding some positions though.
All right, let's just do a quick review on the CAD Swiss here. CAD Swiss, looking at the CAD Swiss over here, we have price. Well, if I go down to the 1 hour on this one, just to get some sort of internal structure here, we do have a fair value gap. Insufficiency sitting over here at this area right about here. We have an order block sitting over here about 6,200. So I'm going to say that we're probably going to still go down lower right here to about 6,200. I'm not willing to break out the champagne until we break out of that internal high right there. But I'm going to suspect that we're going to still come back down to around about 6,200, tap into this order block that's sitting here, and then go ahead and move back up north. So if we do go north and it doesn't come back, I'm not going to be unhappy about that. But I certainly want to continue to see price. Certainly see price come back into this the discount zone right here before price moving back up again. If I look over here, that would be pretty much tapping in here around about 6,200. So price can move down a little bit more further down south. I'm seeing a little bit of range-bound trading here. So we have a little bit of accumulation here. So this could be a perfectly good setup with regards to an AMD setup, where price goes ahead and creates this accumulation. We see manipulation to the downside to about 6,200. Price taps into the order block right here, and then we start seeing that distribution move back up to this external, or in this case now the internal high up here at around about 64.71. on its way to our external, which is right here at 64.09. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. If we do come back down here, it would be due to the fact that we do have this accumulation sitting over here. We'll see manipulation coming back down here, tap into this area right here. It'll draw some liquidity out there, and it'll go ahead and start working its way back up to this, and then that high right here. This will be our external. This will be an internal high right there. And so this is how I'm anticipating. So if the price moves down, I'm not going to be in sort of panic and worry about this trade. I know that it's going to be a short-term move as we manipulate to the downside, tap into the order block, and then see price moving back up north. Now, again, if I'm completely wrong on this range, we break out to the north side right here, then I'm going to consider that that's the target up here, and then up here is the external at the 64. So the targets remain the same. It's just a matter of how price wants to move out of this area. All right, that's where we are with regards to this. Traders, once again, a little distracted this morning with a couple of things, but certainly a lot of changes happening with Traders Network Club. If you guys are interested in learning, becoming better traders, and also interested in these high reward trade setups, giving you risk reward ratios of 1 to 5, 1 to 8. Make sure you guys check out what's happening with Traders Network Club over the next week, and connect with us. Send us an email at support@tradersnetworkclub.com to find out a little bit more what's going on. But we're going to have some updates in the website coming by the end of the month, and we're going to be pushing out a huge drive to get people into the different types of memberships that we have. So with that being said, traders, man, my spirit feels so down today. I am so ticked off about what's just happened here on the US dollar CAD right here. I'm finding it hard to find my happy place. And
Didn't you close out? I thought you closed out the used dollar CAD.
No. I set a limit out to grab 800, initially 800 pips on this trade. But my target had changed, and the target had changed towards the mid 3,400 areas right here. This is where we're looking to capture. And so I was waiting for price to break through this order block and let it ride to this right here, and I got distracted, and I never. I assumed I changed my target to this area. And I just saw now, I'm like, why are we closing our trades? I mean, what the frick's going on? What's going on here? And I'm like, went into my system right here to look and see where I set my target to. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? So traders, I just want to go ahead and put this out there. Where we closed our orders on the US dollar CAD was an error on my part. It was a huge error on my part, for sure. There's no doubt about that. So, all right, traders, and you think, oh, big dog, we closed in profit. We closed in profit, but we didn't close nearly what we need to do. And there were some traders that may have carried a little more swaps on their positions than I did, and so I'm almost certain that they are not happy at this point right here, as I am not happy with regards to where we closed out. So I'm a little frustrated, and I'm finding it hard to feel happy about this. It's been a long wait on this pair, and market's doing exactly what we expected, and we didn't take advantage of that. So traders, even the best can make mistakes, right? So I shouldn't feel so bad on it. All right, traders. With that being said, I want to go ahead and say before we leave, we are working with a broker that has a lot of opportunity for traders to be able to get some free stuff from us. If you want to get some free stuff from Traders Network Club, make sure you go ahead and check out our broker and check this out. Let's run a video there, Cam.
Give me 1 second, since you just caught me off guard.
Oh, don't worry.
Let's just run the video real quick.
when you hear broker, man, you gotta get ready, bro. You gotta get ready. All right, traders. If you don't have a broker, check out ACAP. They're out in Australia. If you do open up a live trading account, make sure you use our link down below, and we will get some free membership. You can get up to 12 months free membership with us here at Traders Network Club. We're always looking to give back to the community, and that is our way. We've got brokers that are helping us to be able to get involved or get more involved in providing you guys with some great content, great stuff, great information about the markets. So check out ACAP, open up a live trading account with them, and if you do, make sure you use the link down below inside our description, as well as, and if you can't find it, reach out to our support at TradersNetworkClub.com, and we'll definitely go ahead and help you in that on that front. So that being said, traders, that's pretty much the wrap of the day. Trust you have a blessed weekend, and we've got some more exciting stuff coming up next week, Friday, as we heading into the Labor Day weekend. I believe it is Labor Day weekend, right, Cam? Labor Day?
Yeah, I think that's next
Yes.
week.
Yep, it's on the 2nd of September, so next weekend will be Labor Day weekend. Alrighty. And we will be back on Friday. All right, with some more stuff and some more trading opportunities. All right. With that being said, this is FX Big Dog and Cameron saying cheerio.